I'm a wizard, Harry. Emon. I'm a wizard. I'm not late. I arrive precisely when I mean to. Though I might be a little bit late because I'm working on a project which is just there, which I definitely can't talk about at this time, but it's an exciting project and I'm trying to smash out as much as I can so then I can film a battle report which will go up when I can talk about the project because of things. And there's no beans to be spilled. There's plenty of beans, actually. There's quite a lot of beans to be spilled, Corax, but I can't spill the beans at this time. But I'm enjoying the project, okay? It's a new project. I'm smashing out there's a new project. There might be paint involved. There's paint involved. I can show you some of the bases, lovely bases from marchofwar.co.uk with the black and the brown and the thing, and then do the white and then the green on. There's some bases on them which gives them what? I'm not working on Cold Fusion, though someone really should sort of do that because I think Cold Fusion is quite important. It's definitely not Craft World Eldar Mark. There is if if it was Craft World Eldar, you could call the Inquisition, strike me down as it's not cheesecake either. As a heretic, it's not well. It might be slightly heretical, but it's not. It's what? It's the things with the things and the thing. It is the things with the things and the things. I can't even repeat what you said. Heresy Squat. Good evening. Daily Dice. Pink, purple, purple. We're going with purple. Winter's Easter eggs. Now I'm thinking about mini eggs. Damn it! Mini eggs. It is the season for mini eggs. These are one of the things that I worry about. Colonials on thrust away on the land down under in the future, or across the land with the guns and the buffalo wings. I worry about those places because they don't have mini eggs. In this country, we have mini eggs, and they've got to be up there with one of my favourite sweets of all time. I'm doing really well, Just Craig. How are you? Are you going to add Nurgle demons to your Death Guard soon? Interestingly, the answer to that is yes and no. So yes, I'm going to be adding them, but soon, no. I'm thinking about the demons, though. I'm thinking about the demons because there might be a project that's coming up sometime soon because I've been working on a thing that I can't talk about yet, which kind of sort of has a demonic... There's a thing that... there's interesting. We have mini eggs, don't worry. What? Who? Marco Tabakaland. Tabakaland, you have mini eggs. Where do you have... Which colony are you in? Is it a cool... It's always a cool... Look, I'm really enjoying the hobbying right now, okay? I've finished Eisenhorn I've read Eisenhorn and Ravenna and Beckwin. But now I'm doing it on the Audible. And I've smashed Eisenhorn, I've smashed Ravenna, I'm down into Beckwin, and it's a female doing all the narration rather than Toby Longworth or Jonathan Keeble. She's got such a good voice. She's a good narrator as well in the Pariah thing. So that is, and I'm in hobby heaven right now, working on a thing that I can't talk about. What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. We have a block of chocolate with mini eggs in. You're in Rhode Island. Mark of Tobaccoland. You have mini eggs in Rhode Island. I'm sure they're not the same as the mini eggs over here, though. The mini eggs over here will be superior in every way. African or European, Andrew? Heavy into my Deathwing army, painting up Azrael, Azamodai, and Six in this. Dude, yeah. When you get that hobby buzz, when there's a new thing and you're painting up Azrael and Azamodi and Seven and the things and your inner circle companions, and you've got a battle report or an audio book in the background and you're in it, sometimes you get carried away and you're late for a live stream, Easy on this secret project, and I mean easy, and by easy I mean EC or European, Andrew. White chocolate mini eggs are great. No, see, Mithranden. No, my white chocolate is an affront To the Emperor of Mankind, chocolate is meant to be brown like the colour of poo, though only more tastier than poo. Mini eggs, not white chocolate. And you suck off the thing and you, mini eggs are so good. The Dagda, thank you for being a member for 36 months. It's like 3 years. That's a long time. You're absolute legend. I'm lost in the data stacks, loving the old reports. Dagda has been going in and out of old battle reports and dropping comments and dropping comments and dropping comments in and out. He's deep in there. He is like one of the Dark Tide dudes in the Dark Tide video game, plundering some of the later data stacks and doing some of the. He's smashing it out. Working on the monster. Just finished Angron. Stuart Fields just finished Angron. Demon Primarchs are fun to paint. Dude, I had so much fun painting the Demon Primarch Angron. The one you see on my shelf in the back reports, I painted that. It just bringing that one to life. It's lovely. M&S speckled eggs are even. No, M&S speckled eggs are not better than Cadbury's mini eggs. Chris Baird, get out. Dark or milk chocolate only. White chocolate smells like plague. No, look, see, again, dark chocolate. Chocolate is chocolate. Okay? Let's establish this fact at the beginning of this live stream. And everyone who agrees with me say, aye! And everyone who agrees with me, write some disgruntled comment underneath or why they don't disagree with me. But I will tell you the truth about chocolate. So strap yourselves in, lads. You're going for a ride. This is the truth about chocolate, okay? There's 3 things you need to know about chocolate. 1, chocolate's chocolate. It's not white, it's not pink, it's not dark, it's not caramel, it's not mint, it's not this, it's chocolate. Chocolate is chocolate is chocolate. Anything else that is not chocolate is an abomination against the God Emperor of Mankind, and the Inquisition will be coming. Second thing you need to know about chocolate, this is also very important. Fruit of any kind should not be placed anywhere near the chocolate. We're talking about raisins and Cadbury's raisins. We're talking about raisins and no. Orange chocolate, pah! Get out of here with your fruit and chocolate. It's like pineapples on pizza. It's like, it's just fruit. Should not be in the chocolate mix, wherever the chocolate is. Chocolate's chocolate. Fruit is not allowed. Then the third thing you know, so long as you stick true to the first 2 laws of Fight Club, which is no smoking and don't talk about Fight Club and don't put any other kind of chocolate in it and make sure that there's no fruit in it. So long as you stick to the chocolate is chocolate, then you can add anything else you want in there. You can put cookies in there. You can put hazelnuts. You can put anything. It's fine. You can put the shell on the mini egg on the thing, and then you have a chocolate thing wrapped in mini egg goodness with the shell, and you can nibble off all the bits of it. And you try and keep the chocolatey goodness of the mini egg on the inside unsullied as you nibble off every little bit of the shell, and then you pop it. That's how chocolate works. Anyone who disagrees with me, heretic. Everyone who agrees with me, say aye. How about hot chocolate? Okay, fair point. Chocolate Nuln oil. Nuln oil is good as well. Aye, see, Mark, I've got one eye. One eye. I had chocolate made with camel's milk when I was in Qatar. See, that sounds like heresy. I'm fully into the Warhammers at the moment. No, just Craig. We'll pop that in there a bit later. Aye, nay. Jackus Wood says nay, but Jackus Wood is from France, so what would he know? They eat horses. Chocolate totalitarian. What about the evil alcohol goo filling? See, as long as it's the chocolate, without all the fruit and the thing, you can put out evil. Wow, it didn't take long to go. No, the conversation, Stuart Fields. The conversation is not wandering. We are on target right now. We're talking about one of the most important things in the history of mankind, which is chocolate. Fruit and nut is fantastic. Dickie, get out! Glad I didn't know until after I tried it. Fruit and nut and a nice one in a while. Nut stick, get out! The Dagda, flake on anything. Eat my flake. Blood Buffalo, thank you for your donation. Brits think salt is spicy. We colonials know food. Blood Buffalo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you popping into the live stream from time to time. You're a colonial from America. Talking to Europeans about food. Now, bear in mind that I'm a filthy Brit, but I'm not really a filthy Brit. I've discussed it before that I'm not, like, my heritage is 100% not English. I'm like half this, half. I'm from, and my wife's Polish, and my sister is. It's complicated when it comes to me. Look, you're an American. You think putting ketchup on top of a thing is a condiment. Okay. You think that food is burning it over a coaly fire and drizzling some kind of barbecue mess on top of it is food. You think food comes from a bucket. Anything that comes from a bucket should be not classed as food. Just the law, there should be laws in most democratic, reasonable countries that says things that you put in buckets are spit, are poo, are sand, are Legos, are whatever you want to put in a bucket. Your wife's head, after the bad guy from Seven decapitates the head, puts it in the bucket, collects all the before he puts it in the box and goes, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And no one's asked me what's in the box yet. It's just a little bit disappointing. There's lots of things you can put in the bucket. Food you don't put in the bucket, except in America. Blood buffalo, get out! Where are we? I agree. Animals eat out of buckets. Exactly. Brits conquered the world for spices, just not to use them. Blood buffalo coming back with the riposte. Can we put pineapple on pizza in a bucket? Pineapple on pizza. For some reason, for some people, this is controversial, but I like pineapple and I like pizza, and two of them together is fine. Oh dear. You haven't broken me, so Hunter. I'm always this way. Definitely not a gator. You are going to lecture a Cajun on good food. That's richer than a double German chocolate. So definitely not a gator. If you're a Cajun, you're not, I mean, you know, Cajun's no good food, to be fair. Cajun's no good food. And Gambit is arguably one of the second best X-Men after Wolverine. So come on now. Bucket and mojito, yes baby. Not sure where the bucket came from, but barbecue is from all things. Cadia stands, says M-Dub. Can we get back to the 40k? M-Dub, Cadio stands. Love you, baby. Thank you for putting that in. Scroll up a long way. No one asked what's in the box. Scroll up a long way. Service Girl, thank you for gifting a membership. Legend. Thank you very much for gifting. Scrolling up. I can't. It's gone. It's gone. Meat plus fire equals food. Thank you for gifting a membership, Service Girl. You are an absolute legend. Can we give GG's, by the way? Can we drop some GG's in the chat early in the stream? We're not even 15 minutes in. GG's in the chat for our first gifted membership. And the reason why. Thank you, Weeb. Thank you, Heresy Squad. GG's in the chat for Service Girl. Come on. Mark, GG's. Thank you. Horses is fine as well. G Service Girl. Thank you. The reason why these are very important to me is because, as in the title of this video, thank you guys. Thank you for all the GG's. I've been working on a thing which I can't talk about yet, but I will be able to talk about fairly soon. And I've been smashing out the thing as fast as my little stumpy fingers can allow, so I can bring to youth a battle reporteth when the curtains of the NDAeth fall downeth. And I don't think I'm going to get there in time, honestly, because I tried to do the fastest painted color scheme that I could ever. I took time. I like the miniatures. I've taken time painting all the little things and doing it. It's not a super fast scheme like my Necrons. It's not a super fast scheme like the Raven Guard or the other things. It's what I've painted these, and I've got lovely resin bases from March of Water, Cody UK. Thank you, March of Water. And yeah, so I'm working on them, and so basically, and in the previous live stream, I've asked for your financial contributions to help towards the upcoming army that I can't talk about. And thank you, Andy H, for being in Memphis 27 months. That really helps out. Is the thing in the box? If not, what's in the box? What's in the box? What box? What box? No, what you're talking about. So I was talking about the thing. So in previous live streams, I've been asking you to contribute towards the thing that's coming. And then a tech bro came in from, he came out of the sun. No one saw us coming. No one saw him coming. He came out of the sun and he basically cluster bombed the crap out of the live stream with lots of donations, and I appreciate him. So I've added lots of things to the things I can't talk about. Like I've got one of these, and I've got one of these. Math means more than one of these. I got one of these. Clearly it's not for a Necron army. Where did it go? I got one of these. You don't even know what that is, but it says up there. Can you read it? It says up there. I got one of these. So thank you for cluster bombing the crap out of a previous live stream. Which allow me to get lots of things to add to the things that I'm painting over there that I can't talk about, the things that I've been working on, I think. However, at this point, I've realised that I'm going to need a lot more things. So thank you. GG's in the chat fair. GG's in the chat for the first, where are we? For Service Go. For the first gifted membership of the stream, because I really need that right now to add to the things, which are the things that I can't talk about. And also, one of the things I would ask you, because the people who are watching this, or anyone in the VOD squad who's watching this afterwards, if you are going to buy any hobby goodness for some of the releases that are coming up, then there is an Element Games code that I put in all the videos and a link. Go through the Element Games link, use the code WIN13. I've put it in all the videos. Go through that. All the people who do use, who've bookmarked the Element code thing, the Element Games thing, and go through. I appreciate you, because you have also helped as well in the collection of all the things, because it's a whole new army and it's Games Workshop. It's either that or sell a kidney, and I think I'm on -1 kidneys. Thank you, Servo Skull, for gifting another membership. GG's for Servo Skull. Anyway, that's my begging, that's my pandering, that's me down on my knees one more time, asking for once again for your financial contributions. I'm appreciating everyone with GG's Servo Skull. Basically, I say everyone, but it's mainly Servo Skull at this time. Everyone who pipes in, but everyone out there who does use the Element link and has bookmarked it for buying their hobby purchases using code WIN13. You guys are legends. I really, really appreciate the help. It allows me to get the things that I can't talk about yet, to add to the things that I will be able to talk about soon. WIN13, code for Element Games, says Adam Sand. There you go. If you use code WIN13, you'll get extra crystals, which counts as money off. And basically, I get extra crystals. So every time you use the code, you get extra crystals. I get extra crystals. That's how that works. Servo Skull says, well worth it for the content I provide. Yeah, it is. It is. I am the 2021 No Retreat Legend of Legend Champions, and it is well worth it for the content I provide. It is. I'd like to be humble about this, but sometimes you just got to go, there are other battle report producers out there in the wide world of YouTube, and then there is the 2021 No Retreat Legend of Legend Champion, and there's only one of me. No one of me. One of the best, says Wham Indigo. Can I buy from the UK anymore as opposed to go there? Stuart Fields, you're in the land down under, okay? That's a nice, interesting, logical question. But the answer to you, because you're in the land down under, is screw you. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to pay 5 times the amount. Is your new army also not humble? It is very not humble. Yeah, but you're the best battle report. I know, Eternal Crusader, thank you. Drive-by, hopes all well in chat. Thank you for your drive-by comment, Bomb Kit Bash. LOL, says Peter Butchins. I don't know what that is a LOL for. It could be something I said 20 minutes ago. It could be something I said now, but it's a LOL. Looking forward to the Mechanicum box going on pre-order this week. Is it this week? I really need to do a video on that one, which I can or cannot talk about once the NDA has lifted. I think the Mechanicum box, once it goes on pre-order, is for people who want Mechanicum. because it's got 3 heavy slots in it. So if you're doing allied mechanicum to a thing, then it won't appeal to anyone who's thinking about building a minor allied force to ally to their legion. It's only really there for true mechanicum players. So I've got a lot to say about it, actually. Volume is soft. What are we talking about? Is the mic on? Is the mic on? If I turn the mic off, I'm about to turn the mic off. Ha. 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 Dun 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 dun. Name that theme tune. Only needing plastic myrmidons for Myrmidon list. I know, man. I'm looking forward to the plastic myrmidons as well. Halo, Eternal Crusader, Blood Buffalo, Halo, of course, one of the greatest video games of all time. Yeah, the voice of an angel. Thank you. Halo, Warhog. Yeah, that was definitely some noise, says Just Craig. Just Craig, when are you coming down again? Are you in the calendar? Are you in the calendar of doom? Oh, not until next month, man. That's going to be a long time till I see you. No, it isn't. It is, Mark. That was Halo. That was my impression of Halo. Heresy Squat dropping a donation, dropping it like so. Basically, Heresy Squat is keeping the stream alive today, along with Servo Skull. Thank you, Heresy Squat. GG's in the color in the chat for Heresy Squat. Do you prefer the color pink or purple? Ask Heresy Squat. This is an important question. Heresy Squat, GG's in the chat. If you don't cancel on me again. Just Craig, I had to cancel on you for the thing. I know you were supposed to be round on Friday the 14th, which is only a couple of days away. I'm sorry I had to cancel on you, Just Craig. And look, I had a thing about my eye. We can talk about it later, okay? I'm fine, by the way. I went to the hospital. I had to cancel on you because the hospital, because I'm going blind. But I'm only going a little bit blinder than I was, a bit more blind than I was blind, which is why all the dry brushing and all the washing, and I can't do detail techniques anymore. And I know I'm a bit of a cripple, and I know I'm over the age of 50, and I know I'm going to blind, and thanks for bringing it up. And rubbing some lemon into the eyeball there, scratching, and I need some wound. I need some time for this wound to become a scar. Thank you very much, Just Craig, for bringing it up. I'm fine, thank you. Purple or pink? That was an important question. I thought long and hard in the last couple of days about whether I should go purple or pink. For what reason, I can't tell you guys, for a couple of days at least. I can't tell you anyways because I'm working on a thing about things. So I had to think about the purple or the pink. And I got a pink. I got a contrast pink. Where are you, contrast pink? I bought this contrast pink, okay, and it's called, 1 minute, Voluptuous Pink. I had to go away and read that. Voluptuous Pink. And I can tell you, it's not very voluptuous and it's not very pink. This contrast pink is shit. So I decided not to go with pink. What I decided to do is because I'm trying to paint them as quickly as I can, so I can make a battle report and present it to you guys by the time the thing that is no longer a thing is a thing, and I can talk about the thing. So I'm trying to paint them as quickly as I can. So I tried to adopt some color schemes and painting techniques which allow me to bring the models to life as quickly as I can, but as effectively as I can. And I've worked with purple before for my 30k. I've worked with purple before. So I decided purple is a clearly better scheme than pink. So thanks for the donation, Heresy. I thought purple because I tried the pink and I know how to work with purple. Does that make sense? And it looks, I mean, they looked so good. I wish I could show you, but I can't show you until after. Did that open? It's okay, I don't have contrast all over my floor. Yeah, it's good. Speed paint. It isn't speed paint. I tried to speed paint it. I tried to come up with some kind of schemes. It's half speed painted. Instead of all the... Instead, I put some time and effort into the thing to try and bring it to life as effectively as I could, and I didn't speed paint it. It's sort of half speed painted. Eamon has just dropped a bombshell from on high. 30k Fulgrim is greater than 40k Fulgrim. Go buy yourself the 30k Fulgrim for no particular reason, says Eamon, dropping 2999.99 in the chat. Eamon, you absolute legend. GG's in the chat all round for Eamon. Thank you so much. Are you a tech bro as well? Eamon, you absolute... I will go and buy myself, because they haven't sent me the 30k Fulgrim. I will go and buy myself the 30k Fulgrim for no particular reason at all, because I might have been working on a thing that I can't talk about. I will definitely go and buy him. Thank you, Eamon. Because I've got some things to add to the things, but I was thinking, like, there's this other list with a thing in it and a thing in it and a thing in it, and then I need to put together some more things in the thing. So I think, like in previous live streams, I said at the beginning of the year that I'll be working on the Night Lords this year. And I think the Night Lords have been packed inside a tiny golf ball and shot out of a cannon somewhere over a distant hill. I'm working on another project instead. And I think I might be working on this project for some time, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I'm enjoying listening to the Heresy on the thing, and I'm enjoying the thing, and Eisenhorn and Ravenous, sorry, this one, and Eamon dropping it like it hot. Thank you very much. You absolute legend. Winters, I would love to see you building and painting that Fulgrim video series. You want to see me building and painting that Fulgrim when it comes out. There are many other YouTubers who could paint it better than me, film it better than me do it. Okay, so look, Eternal Crusader, I love you, long time follower, member, things, you're a legend. You might even be a Mug Club member as well. There are many levels to this tier thing. There are many levels to the 13th, and I love you. You've been around forever. But asking to see a video of me do Fulgrim is a bit like asking a 6-year-old to build a house. I'm mid-tier when it comes to filming. I'm mid-tier when it comes to painting. I think the benefit that you get from hearing it from me is that it's a little bit shit. And if someone who's a little bit shit can do it, then anyone can do it. Maybe that's the charm. Hey, look, there's that guy doing a thing, and it looks a little bit shit. And he's doing it a little bit shit. But it looks okay at the end. It looks good. It looks good. These guys look good. They're okay. I like them. And if someone who's a little bit shit can make them and make them look okay, then that means I can make them look. I think that's the appeal. I mean, I don't get it myself. Yeah, a video with me doing Fulgrim. Yeah. I'll think about it. Crazy Kill Switch has been a member for 22 months. Absolute legend. Thank you for your member. I love tournaments, not because I want to get whack, but because it motivates me to get stuff painted more than anything else does anyone else. Dude, Crazy Kill Switch. The idea of being motivated because you're going to an event is definitely a thing. Be it a tournament, be it the King of the North, be it March of Winters, be it the fact that you'd really like to film a battle report in a couple of weeks, because a couple of weeks after that comes out a thing which you can't talk about yet, and you want to get it filmed so you can come out at the time when the NDA falls. That happens. This is a thing. It's a thing for us all. Just Craig has been a member for 23 months, which beats Crazy Kill Switch by 1 month. A video of you doing Fulgrim, that's for a different type of website altogether. I love you, Craig. That's quite funny. It's why I love your tutorials. I'm totally shit at painting, says the dagger. I quite, you know, my tutorials as well, like doing black or doing bases. I think my tutorials, I speak to a number of people out there as an absolutely mid-tier, middle-aged piece of shit like myself. I think I appear to the mid-tier, middle-aged piece of shits out in the world. I think that's where we have the connection. Obviously, there's some of you out there that rise above, who are generous and good-looking, and strive the world like men of steel. And then there are people at the bottom end, like Just Craig and Steve Not Rob, people who don't really have any friends, who sort of drag them. I mean, they float along, let's just say. I mean, they're nice people, but you wouldn't want to invite them to a dinner party because they might dribble on the guests and pick their nose in the corner, and you turn and look, say, I just got, and at the time you turn and look, Steve's picking his nose again. Those sort of people, you know, and they chew with their mouth open. Those people. The rest of us mid-tier people, thank you for your support, your ongoing kindness. Sometimes we can aspire to greatness and become the 2021 No Retreat Legend of Legend champions, but most of the time we're let's get to the chat. This is getting existential, right? You carry us, Winters. Without you are nothing. Thank you, Just Craig, even though I spat in his face. Team Floaters, I'm in, says Crazy Killswitch. Dude, we are. Is this some sort of personal attack, says Personal Gator? Okay. Oh, dear. Who's the actress who did... What's her name? Miss Marvel. Is this some kind of personal attack? I'm mid-tier and proud. Dagda, I'm mid-tier and proud as well. Those kind of people who climb mountains, it's a very long way up. And there's no TV up there and Wi-Fi. You know, I saw this really good Instagram thing of this person with no legs that had managed to climb Mount Everest. And below it, it said, "What's your excuse?" And the first comment below that was, "My feet hurt." And I thought that was hilarious and completely, yeah, I thought that was probably the best comment. Battle ready plus proud. Tyranids. Brie Larson, that's the lady. I thought about, is that a personal attack? I only hang out with you for top tier people with me. Yeah, I mean, look, maybe we've been a bit too... Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we chat, maybe we're too humble. Maybe that's what it is. We're humble people. We say that we're mid-tier, but we're not really. That's just our humbleness coming to. Really, you guys form the backbone of the economy, whatever economy that you're in. And you lift up your families, you lift up your children, you lift up the people around you. You go to work every day hunting the caribou, spearing it, dragging it back to the cave, say, look, meat. You go do the hard work, you do the heavy lifting, and you bask in the glory of great entertainers around the fireside, such as myself, who talk about stories from long lost pasts or far distant futures, as we all used to do for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. Hunt the thing, kill the thing, bring it back, get shouted at by not killing the thing in the right way and skinning the thing in the right way, while a storyteller who's slightly drunk or slightly high tells you some stories. And that's how we got on, and that's how we lifted ourselves out of the cave and went over the horizon, and suddenly we find ourselves with Teletubbies and Dojo Cat. I know. It's not eternally upwards. It's back. We slip back every now and then. But we don't slip back because we chat, you and I. We are poised and destined and focused on greatness. You are great. You are the strongest people I know. You are the most resilient and resourceful and tenacious people I know. Fighting and working and fighting against the horrors of existence. And then there's jesters like me shouting along in the background. And you hold me up too, and I thank you. Grimdark Teletubby, says Carl. We are in the Grimdark with the Teletubbies. Anyway, where are we? Okay. Have I done an intro yet to this stream? Where are we? What's going on? I'm working on a thing that I can't talk about the thing. What do you guys want to talk about, by the way, while we're here? Did you see the angry Blood Buffalo? $2. Thank you so much. Humility is a lie kings invented. We're all great. Thank you, Blood Buffalo. Humility is a king lies invented. We are all great. Blood Buffalo. See, even colonials can say some things every now and then that make sense. I say even colonials. Most people here in Swindon don't make sense, have 6 fingers on their right hand, and Amigo Montoya is looking for them. Video for tomorrow. Video for tomorrow is Heresy. It's 4,000 points of iron on Iron Warriors versus Iron Hands. I told Steve, not Rob, to paint up Perturabo so I could paint up Ferrus Manus. And then we could do a Perturabo versus Ferrus Manus dust-off on the battlefields of Isfahan 5. And we could do that battle report, and then Steve, not Rob, managed to do that, and I didn't manage to do that, so we didn't manage to do that battle report. So, but eventually I managed to paint Ferrus Manus, and now we're going to do Ferrus Manus versus Perturabo on the battlefields of not Isfahan 5, and we go toe-to-toe and things like that, and that's 4,000 points, and that's tomorrow. Can we talk about your September narrative event? We can. I haven't announced it yet. It is in September. I really need to write it. I'm having good pasta with the arbiter. Think nice. Drink a cup of vodka. So a cup of vodka, 6 finger probably helps with dry brushing. It might. I'm talking about the yeah. So, what do you want to talk about the narrative event for? I need to write the thing, so that when you guys like, what I need to do is actually spend some time with a pad and paper writing the thing, because I originally wrote the thing and I left it. I lost it. I lost the thing. And then I write the thing down, and then I get it in the thing, and then I send the thing to James of War, send it to James from muchwar.co.uk, and then announce the thing. So when you click on the thing, it sends you the PDF, or you can download the PDF with all the things about the event. And so you know what you're doing, and you know what you're bringing, and I've got some idea of the game. So what do you want to know? I mean, can we talk about your September narrative event, says Jackus Woods all the way from France. What do you want to know about the September narrative event? I've got the idea. I think by either the end of this month or the beginning of next month, I will launch it, he says. Can you tell us an idea of points to bring? 4 2,000 point games. It's going to be 4 games. 2,000 points. It is not a tournament. There would be no prize for first place, no prize for last place. I will set a scene. I will. It's a narrative event. You'll be going through missions, going through a narrative with me, set by me in a world. But it's 4 2,000 point games. I thought about doing 5, not 3, but that means there's going to be 3 on one day, which is a bit of a tight squeeze. And I want people to take their... You want to enjoy it. Have a game, stop for lunch. Have a game, get drunk. And then the next day, have a game, stop for lunch. Next day, go home, whatever. You know what I mean? When are you putting the tickets up? Can you bring known characters? Okay, so the restriction will be 0 name characters, 0 Titanic units, 0 Greater Demons. The narrative is that you are on a Mad Max wasteland. It's set in the Gehenna system after the wars that ravaged through the Gehenna system at the end of the last campaigns I did years ago now. It's set on Gehenna Prime. It's years after the apocalyptic war tore through the system, and all the big guns have left or abandoned you, or your transports were shot out of the sky and you can't get out. Calgar isn't there. Dante isn't there. Greater demons do not stalk the wastes of this ruined apocalyptic world. All that's left is dust and ash and some war bands scrabbling around, and some imperial forces that have attacked you even though that you're imperial, or chaotic forces that have attacked you even though that you're chaotic. You are marooned. You are cut off. There is no hope. And it is called the end and the death. No characters, no Titanic units, no greater demons. I want you to bring along the characters, you to make up your own characters, you to invent your own heroes and put them in this setting. There's 3 warlord traits. I mean, as well as all the enhancements that you can buy, one of the things that you'll be able to do to your warlord, which doesn't exist in 40k right now. In 40k right now, you put enhancements on a character here, a character there. You just enhancements, as well as all the enhancements that you can stick on all the things. You can select one of 3 warlord traits for your warlord, and everyone has access to one of 3 warlord traits. And one is a feel no pain, one is a reroll all wounds for shooting, one of them is reroll all hits, wounds for fighting. One is bulwark. Him and his unit have a 5 up feel no pain. One is gunslinger. Him and his unit have a 5 up reroll wounds for shooting. And one is champion. Him and his unit reroll all wounds in the fight phase, depending on whether you're Tau or whether you're Chaos or whether you're this or whether, and you pick a warlord trait for your dude. Your dude is your epic hero. There are no other epic heroes on the surface of Gehenna Prime. And at the end and the death, at the very end of the end and the death, the narrative campaign, you'll be lucky if they get off alive. Stuart Fields, thank you for being a member for 15 months. These months fly by. Thanks for the content as always. Stuart Fields, thanks for your continual support. Tofrak, member for 10 months. Any advice to the upcoming Krios tank? Plan to get 2 of them, but I'm unsure which variant to build. Good question. There's 3 versions of the Krios tank. Don't worry, the eradication one. You're looking at the other 2. One is the lightning cannon and one is the ordnance thing. So it depends on what you need. Depending on your current Mechanicum collection, do you need more anti-infantry? Then go for the lightning gun. The lightning cannon tank is like, it's got a similar wounds output as a whirlwind, a Scorpius whirlwind, without the pinning, and it costs a bit more. It's Mechanicum. So if you want something that does what a Scorpius does, ish, then go for the lightning cannon. It's a little bit more expensive, it doesn't pin, but it does ish. Anti-infantry stuff, anti-infantry, and a bit of anti-elite. And it's only 125 points. It's good. And you can get them in squadrons now because... No, not that one. Yes, this one. Even if you just have the Mechanicum book, it says the tanks come in once. They come in once. So if you want 2, that's 2 heavy slots. If you want 3, that's 3 heavy slots. In here, you can bring tanks along the squadrons. So you can bring 2 in a heavy slot. You can bring 3 in a heavy slot. 125 points for that kind of output is pretty cheap. Subsequently, I've got 2 with lightning cannons. I've also got 2 with the ordnance cannons as well, which are anti-tank, anti-elite, anti-everything. But they're a bit more expensive. What are they called? Camber Diaz, Krios Squadron. Yeah, they're all 125 points each, regardless. So if you bring 2 of them, 250, 3 of them, 3. Look, I would go with 2 Krios Venators. 2 Krios Venators is 8 shot, strength 9, AP 2, not twin linked, but all ordnance for 150 points each. Yeah, 2 of the anti-tank type. They're in a squadron, 1 heavy slot. I'd go with that. I need to do a video on it. I've got a thing down here that I can't talk about yet. I need to do the video. I've not used my orcs yet. It feels criminal they've not had a fight. Dickie, you need to use your orcs. They're orcs. They need to fight. You know what I mean? Orcs need to fight. And you haven't used them. That makes Mork sad. Or possibly Cork. Mr. Turtle says, hey Winters, hope you're well. Thanks for all awesome videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. Thanks for being a member. You are a legend. Thank you, everyone who's in the chat this evening. I was sorry I was a bit late. I was doing a thing which I can't talk about. I'm not even sure I can talk about the thing next week either, which is unheard of for Games Workshop, because normally they send the things through with a couple of days to go and it's like a mad scramble. But this time, might be on the wrong mic. Look, Blake Anderson, we talked about this earlier, and apparently I'm on the right mic. I'm going to take that out. I'm probably on the wrong mic. There's the mic cord. Damn it. I might be on the wrong mic. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Raging Horn, thank you for gifting a membership. You are an absolute goddamn legend. Thank you. Raging Horn. You can stop blowing the mic. It's the correct one. Well, that's how I test the mic. Before I go live, I blow the mic. And I blew the mic this evening. But apparently, that mic down there picks up this when I need to... It's like technical, doing the thing. Do you understand? I don't, by the way. Thank you, Raging Horn. I appreciate it. I don't know who's Mike. Jackus Woods from France. Just got to be close. Is it going to give me a push to take the mic? I don't. What are we talking about, chat? What are we talking about? I don't know what. I came up. Look, I don't. So, okay. Angron. Let's talk about Angron. Did everyone see the lovely new Angron model? You know, like there's going to be 2 Fulgrim models and two Demon Fulgrim models and 2 Demon Primarch models. How broken, shall we say, is the Games Workshop business model that they have to create 2 miniatures of the same model? Here's a Demon Primarch Fulgrim. Here's another Demon Primarch Fulgrim. Here's a Demon Primarch Agron. Here's another Demon Primarch Agron. How broken is the Games Workshop business model that they have to make 2 models of the same model because those 2 departments that are responsible for those 2 models don't talk to each other and are not factored into the same cost analysis? Like, hey, how successful is this department? Well, how many of those Demon Primarchs are we selling? How successful is the not mainstream thingy bob department? Oh, well, how many Why is their business model not organized along the same lines? Like, here's the model, you can buy the model, and here's the other model, and you can buy the other. And that's why is it organized along those? And it's because there is a mainstream miniature design department in Games Workshop that deals with AOS and 40k, and they're the big boys in the room, and that's where everyone wants to get promoted, and they're the cool guys hanging around the vending machine. They have all the Twixes, and they're popping cans of Red Bull and going, yeah, the AP of that shot is AP -2, and little Timmy comes along and goes, no, it should be AP -2. Get away, Specialist Games Demand. I spit on you.
It is definitely AP -2, and I've decided that Angron has got his tail attacks have got extra attacks as well. And then Sarah comes up. No, I'm from the specialist games to play. His tail should be. No, Sarah. And then we have a man hitting a woman, and it happens, and it's horrible. Games Workshop, and then they go to jail, and then things, and it's because you've got men beating women, dogs and cats living with each other. You've got ghouls eating vampires that are shagging werewolves. You've got all this unholy crap that the Inquisition needs to get involved with, because Games Workshop have a couple of business departments that don't talk to each other because their business model is, well, let's see how successful that department over there is. Let's see how successful that department over there is. And let's not let them touch each other unless they get the cooties. That's how screwed up Games Workshop is organized right now. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Mass hysteria. I love these yes. The resin ones are just like double the cost and more delicate and harder to paint. I know. So, if you want a Demon Angron, get a resin one. It's double the cost, more delicate, and harder to paint. Or you could get a Demon Fulgrim. Which Demon Fulgrim are you going to pick? Do you want to pick the one that's double the cost, harder to paint, and more delicate? Do you want to pick the plastic one? I mean, that's how Games Workshop runs. It's like, I've said it many times though, Games Workshop is not 40k. Games Workshop is not Horus Heresy. Games Workshop, they could be doing so much more. But they do this to us. They do this to themselves. I'm just happy, by the way, as a consumer. Aren't we happy that there's 2 Angron models that we can pick from? Or there's 2 Fulgrim models that we could pick from? I think they should extend this a little bit further. I think instead of just 2 Angron models and 2 Fulgrim models, I think there should be 2 Mortarion poses. And I think there should be 2 of the Magnus poses as well. I've got one Magnus, more Mortarion up on my shelf with the wings and he's doing the thing. And I think there should be another type of Mortarion where he's busting out of a tiny egg with goo all over him and tentacles coming up of his back. And he's like Mortarion that's just been born from his egg all those years ago. He's the baby Mortarion. You can't not like the baby Mortarion. He's a it's the baby Mortarion. But there should be multiple types of lots of different models that we like. Instead, maybe that's what they're going to do. Maybe as we get into 11th edition Warhammer 40k, 8th, I don't even know where that came from, but 11th edition Warhammer 40k is they release the new Space Marine book. And in it, there's Blade Guard veterans and there's Type A and Type B. And they look different, but they're exactly the same. And then there's Intercessors, Type A and Type B. And they look different, but in different poses and stuff, but they're exactly the same models. And maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to sell us Land Raiders again, Rhinos again, Jump Intercessors again, Dreadnoughts again, everything again, but just in 2 poses. Rather than just in one, and not like 2 poses like there's a sprue and you can do in that pose and that pose, but like 2 different models as in the Fulgrim Angron. Maybe that's where Games Workshop goes in the future. Maybe we're sitting here laughing at it now, but there'll be people looking back on this live stream in 20 years time and looking back on you guys when you're all grey haired and stuff and you're like arthritic like me trying to paint a thing with a dodgy eye and you're like, Granddad, and you'll be like, yes, Timmy, Granddad, was there really a day when you could only ever pick one type of lieutenant on a rock? And you were like, well, Timmy, there were many types of lieutenants on rocks, but we didn't get them on bikes, we didn't get them on jump packs, we didn't get them in Terminator armor. But Daddy, but now you can get them in Terminator armor in 17 different poses and one materializing from the warp, like Lakeith, the warp spider. And you can get one on the bike on the thing. And maybe that's the way they're going to go in the future. And we'll be looking back on these guys at times and going, look, you guys didn't understand all the things. And now look at all the things. There's so many more things. I'm getting carried away. I need to lock into the chat. I'm going to lock into the chat. We're 57 minutes in. I'm going to lock in. We're going to lock in. I'm going to focus only on you guys for at least 15 minutes. maybe 10. 15 will be a bit long. For real, though, why so many lieutenants? Eternal Crusader, there's not enough lieutenants. We need some in Terminator armor, some with jump packs, some on bikes. There's not enough lieutenants. They're all stood on rocks. Get them off the goddamn rocks and put a lieutenant in Terminator armor, please. So when my Terminators get charged after they deep strike in, they fail the 9-inch charge. That's what happens. Terminators fall in, they fail the 9-inch charge unless you're playing against someone else, and then they always and only succeed the 9-inch charges every single time they deep strike in. When you deep strike in, you fail the 9-inch charge. That's the law. And you need a lieutenant with your Terminators, so after you failed the 9-inch charge and they charge you, you can fall back and charge them again. There's not enough lieutenants. Bravest lieutenants, please. Exactly, Peter Butchins. He knows what I'm talking about. I wish we had a lieutenant in Terminator armor and with a jump pack. That's what I'm saying. Both of those, please, things. More Legion-specific Praetors when looking at my world. Look, Mr. Turtle, they've done lots of Legion-specific Praetors. They will be coming. The World Eaters will be coming. Salamanders will be coming. The Raven Guard will be coming. I'm looking forward to Sharagan. I'm awaiting delivery of Jagatai Khan, says Just Craig. Why do I have to rip him apart to put him on a bike? Dude, I just finished The Path of Heaven on Audible on the Horus Heresy series, The Path of Heaven. It's a Scars book, one of the Scars trilogy, The Path of Heaven. It's a really good book. And in the entire book, not one White Scars, 0 White Scars were ever on a bike for the entire book. They ran around and punched things instead. White Scars don't have to be on bikes all the time. They need to make rules for models they don't make. Kit Bash reigns supreme. They did that. Yeah. For Atonement, great book. I've done The Brotherhood of the Storm and currently reading Scars. Nice. Yeah. Scars, not the greatest one. That's it gets better. Scars series. I mean, what's his name? The dude who does the Scars stuff. He's really good. Chris Raitt. By the time he hits Warhawk, he hits his stride. The first couple of ones, they're very wordy. Sharakit model would be very good. There was a bike scene at the beginning of the book in Scars where they use their Sky Hunter bikes. So they're in a void battle. These two ships tumbling around each other, getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And the White Scars use their jet bikes to scream across the space and get inside the enemy hangar before it has a chance to fire boarding torpedoes and things. They use bikes as basically ramming thing. Yeah, because, I mean, a Space Marine is in full environmental gear and the bike is basically a rocket and they're flying across space from one ship to another ship to land in the other ship, bring the fight to it. It's really cool. Just start No Fear for the No Fear is one of those books. There's a couple of books which is really good. It's so much better the second time round. No Fear, so much better the second time round. Mechanicum, Betrayer. I mean, Betrayer is one of the best books in the Heresy, but there are books that stand out the second, third time round. The Bike Chargers and Siege. Yes, I've currently got to 16. Just Craig, crack on, mate. Crack on. Hey there, friendly neighborhood inquisitor. How you doing? Hi. This evening, I don't know what we're talking about. I was late, friendly neighborhood inquisitor. You need to start Betrayer, Mark. It is a bang on. It's one of the best books in the Heresy. Yeah, I was late. I've been doing a thing. Oh, thank you for gifting a membership. GG's in the chat to Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor. He comes flying in here an hour a minute late, and just drops a gifted membership. Boom, boom. He takes it out of his shorts and goes, boom, boom. Flops it on the desk. You absolute legend. GG's. Yeah, we weren't talking about anything in particular, by the way. You can put it away now. I was late. I was rambling. I've been working on a thing, and I can't talk about the thing. And I don't think I can talk about the thing next week either, but I think I can talk about the thing a couple of weeks after I can talk about the thing. Anyway, they're over there. They're lovely. That's why I was late. And I was distracted by listening to audiobook. I've been doing Beckwin. Yeah. So, do you have any plans on playing your own old world army? No. No plans. Just dreams. I have dreams. I have ideas, but no plans. And sometimes these dreams and ideas, they come alive. But plans? My wife plans. She writes plans about plans. She has lists about lists. Schemes. She knows where to hide the bodies. Me, I'm more of a dreamer. You were late, and I was late to you being late. I was late. And you were late to me being late. All these things are true. I'm here now. She's not Alpharius. Alpharius is dead. I'm here now, though. And I'd like to have I normally sit down. There's some post-it notes. Just Craig will tell you, because Just Craig is in the chat. I've got some post-it notes, and it helps me because of my scatterbrain. I mean, most of you have spent some time on live streams with me by now and realised that this is just one hell of a cluster muck. So I put some notes up there to guide me. Like, I want to talk about that thing, or I want to talk about that thing. I need to talk about the thing, but I didn't do any of that because I was distracted by the thing earlier on. So I'm sorry. So I'm here just for you this evening, chat. I'm just ready for you. Ready, open, willing, wet, moist. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Kreela, form no plans, Winters. Let chaos dictate your hope. No. I'm an imperial person at heart. No. I've got boxes of things. So what I do, this is one of the things that I do, is I do not allow piles of shame to build up. Having said that, there's a little bit right now. But when I get a thing, I mean to paint the thing. And if I haven't painted that thing, I don't get any more things. So I get the things, and it doesn't matter how much I want that other thing. It doesn't matter how much FOMO. It doesn't matter the Death Korg of Krieg bot comes out, or new Eldar Farseers with all the... I don't get any of that. I get the things. I put the things down, and I paint the things. I've been in the hobby for decades. A long time. And the things that I never got round to painting, that sat there for decades, you know what I'm talking about. That thing that you got, and you might have even assembled the thing, and then it sits there for 10 years or 15 years, and you never paint it. Or you might have the box of the thing that you've never assembled, that you bought the box, and it sat there, and those things that I never got round to doing, I gave away. I've given them away. I've given them to Sultan, to Monkey, to Stylus, to Steve Not Rob, to whoever. I've given them away. It's like, I'm not going to get... If I want to do that thing, then I'll get back. So I cleared it out eventually to my friends, my families, my wife's second cousin, the pet dog, the little snail that lives under the rock at the end of the garden. I've given it all away. And it took me a while to get around to that, but you clear the decks bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. So there is no unfinished shite anywhere. And then you get the things that you mean to do. And I started doing that. Bear in mind that the YouTube's been going for a while now, and the hobby's been going for a very while. I started doing that, I want to say, about 4 or 5 years ago. This isn't like something that I did many years ago in 8th edition, in 7th edition, in 6th edition when I started the YouTubes. This is something way after I started the YouTubes, and I started building more factions and building more armies. As this snowballed And my pile of shame, honestly, it probably got much, much, much bigger than most people out there. I say most people out there because I'm doing a YouTube channel, so my pile of shame just naturally would get quite large. But I know what some of you mofos are like. I know that there are some people out there like Josh Craig that is sitting on a Mount Everest of. I know there's some people out there with serious problems and you need professional help. Okay, and this is not the forum for it, but seriously, go and talk to someone. You have hoarding issues. There are people out there that with boxes and boxes just. So say hi, Paul. No word of a lie. Say hi, Paul has hired out a shipping container to put all of his shit in it. He's got like 20 Lehman Russ battle tanks. He's got like, I'm going to start a drop pod army for Heresy, and then I could drop pod all my Ultramarines in it. Oh yeah, you need to go and get some drop pods now. No. I've got 16 drop pods. When the hell have you got 16 drop pods? Oh, when they were released in 7th edition, I bought 16 of them. He's bought a shipping container. Some of you guys out there have got issues. So, but apart from you guys at the peak of the distribution curve, I had issues. And I was building the YouTube channel, and then I was building it. So I decided I gave most, if not all, of the crap away to other people that I knew who could bring it to life better than me and would appreciate it. And then I think about 4 or 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, I focused on getting the things that I knew that I wanted to add to the things. And that's worked. That's worked for the last 4 or 5 years. Like when I did the Iron Hands last year and built up 10,000 points of Iron Hands, there was loads of other distractions and loads of other things that came out through the year, and I focused on the Iron Hands and got them done. And there were a couple of other distractions for 40k which I did get done, but I bought the thing to add to the thing. Like I added some more dreadnoughts and some more tanks and some more support stuff to the 13th. Boom, done. I did that. And there were a couple more bits that I wanted to add to the Custodes randomly for 30k for no reason, and I bought them, I painted them, done, boom. And I think they've only been on the channel once, but I just wanted to round out my Custodes collection. So I did that. I wanted that, and done. And that's how I've managed to. And I don't know if this is useful advice for you guys, or I don't know if this is a stage of the hobby that you might get to after you've been in decades, or I don't know if this is a stage of the hobby that you're in now because you've been in for decades and decades and decades. But what I'm saying is, there is a hope at the end of the tunnel. There is hope at the end of that grey pile of shame that you guys have. There is another mode of being. There is another level of existence that you could be in other than floating in all of the plastic unpainted crap. Finally, at some point, you could get to a point where you've only got the stuff that you want to do and you get done the stuff that you want to do, even though there's lots more things that you want to do, but you do the things. And I think that's clearly a lot more healthier and betterer and more intelligent way of doing the 40k than the normal way. Does anyone else out there do it this way and have trimmed away the 40k? They trimmed away the pile of shame? Am I the only one, chat, who have seen this nirvana? Am I the only one? Is there anyone else out there? Put that one down. That might be I'm writing down the minutes because that might be a short. Am I the only one who have reached this level of thing? I don't recommend a shipping container, no. Sounds like far too much like health advice. That's not what I sub for. Does anyone else do that? Is there anyone? You can say no, by the way, if it's like no. Like I've got lots of piles. But if there's anyone else out there who've cleared away their piles and used the wet wipes, the Andrex wet wipes, and it's clear, it's clean, and they just get the things for the things. By the way, I've got the things for the things, but there are some other things. Like the Night Lords project is coming, and I've got 15 Quanticar Terminators sat there. I've got 15 of the Terror Squad sat there, and I've got like a bunch of... But I will get them done. After I've done the other project that I can't talk about because I've been working on a thing that I can't talk about the thing for a couple more weeks. But once that project's out of the way, then I will get to the Night Lords, and I won't touch anything else. I'll do... Am I the only one, or is this a no? I use the special cream. Nope. There's no for everyone. If it's a no, guys, maybe you should give away your stuff and things to other people. And just, so clear it out. Give it away. Give it away to friends, families, Auntie Dora. That's what I did. I gave most of my shit away to Sultan. A chunk of my stuff away to other people. I just gave it away. It's like, I'm never, ever, ever getting to this because I've got a YouTube channel and then there's this army and this army and this army and this. I can't think about... I'm going to focus on that and just that. And it was a revelation, I can tell you. I've given away my orcs. Then I gave away my Chaos Army. And in both cases, Dickie financially crippled his friend and his brother. I own 0 miniatures, a different kind of shame. Newt, not Benvig. You're doing it right. No miniatures is good. Just enjoy the battle reports, enjoy the hobby, enjoy the lore stuff. Don't buy any of the shit. Problem is, when I thought I finished my knights, then I brought lots of Admech to go with them. But I still have Tau and flesh bearers. So it sounds to me that you need to give away your Tau and your flesh bearers. Just give them away. Just give them away to charity. Give them away. Main bloke to my pile is the spread across different games. See, that's what happens. It's either different game systems, different armies, different stuff. It just spreads. Give it away. Heresy Squad, you don't need it all. You don't need it all. You think you need it all, okay? You think you need all the things all the time. But what you really need is all the painted things all the time. And the time to sit down and paint all the things. Like, I enjoy painting. I enjoy up here, couple of hours, audiobook on, podcast on, battle report on, whatever. A couple of hours of me time painting away. It's quite zen. And also sitting back and looking at the things when you've done the things is like, I did that. I enjoy that feeling. You don't need all the things to give you that feeling. You just need 10% of the things, Heresy Squad. 10. Give the rest away. There's a homeless person on the street right now who would really appreciate some of your collection, like a Land Raider or a Knight or something. Just next time you're out, just give him a Land Raider. Like, there you go. I'm never going to get this painted. Just like, give him. He'll be like, oh my God! It's a Land Raider. Thank you so much. I hereby declare I would take the things to give away. So apparently, Blake Anderson, if you want to give away the things, give them to Blake. He will take all your things. Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor. Do I need all the things? No. I goddamn want all the things. This is a stupid idea. But my current plan is doing several 1,000-point armies and start a community for Warhammer at my university. Dude, out of the spoon, that is not a stupid idea. That is an awesome idea. When I went to university, I stuck a pin on the wall at, I forget where it was, like Student Union. I did a lot of role-playing back then. And I was doing a lot of, fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, D&D, and, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, D&D, and White Wolf. We didn't have enough people for the White Wolf roleplay. That's Vampire the Masquerade and all that, Werewolf and all those things. And I stuck a pin, like, bump, on the thing, like, hey, anyone, call me. And I got loads of phone calls. So you should just stick a pin in the thing when you're at university, on the thing, say, hey, call me, let's do the thing, and before you know it. After getting back into the hobby after years, I have a couple of boxed armies I've been slowly clipping away at. Speed it up. Brown Edger. Service goal. Gifted 5 memberships. Can we drop some GGs in the chat? for Servo Skull, please. GG's in the chat for Servo Skull. This man cannot be stopped. He cannot be denied. He'll just drop them in there and drop them in. Now it's 5. Earlier on it was 5 in the... Thank you, Servo Skull. I appreciate your continued and ongoing support. GG's. It will really help with the collection that I can't talk about yet, to add to the collection of things that I may or may not have done that I can't talk about yet. I appreciate you, sir. If you have received a membership from Servo Skull this evening, that'd be a tier 2 channel membership, which will unlock the Discord, jump in, the water's warm. Our community is a really nice, friendly bunch of people, except for a couple. But apart from them, 99% of us are nice. Jump in the Discord, say hi. I appreciate you. If you want to upgrade your membership to a tier 3 channel membership, then you'll be entitled to an extra battle report every single Winter's Wednesday. And tomorrow is a 4,000 point Horus Heresy battle report of Iron on Iron, Iron Hands versus Iron Warriors, Perturabo versus Various Manus. The battle report that me and Steve, not Rob, said that we would do a month ago. We finally got around to doing this month, and it's absolutely epic. And that's coming out tomorrow. And at the weekend... on Sunday, I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. I don't know which one's coming out. Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor, you are definitely in the exception. Anyway, guys. Have we got anything more to talk about, guys? Is this it for our Winter's Talky Tuesday? What up, party people? Norm Queen Alexis is in the chat. Can everyone say hiya to Norm Queen Alexis, please? Hiya. Norm Queen, Your Majesty. I was thinking about quitting it there, but now a queen has arrived. Hiya. As a queen has arrived in the chat, Your Majesty, thank you so much. Thank you for lending me your model so I could play Norm Queen Alexis in the Sunday's battle report against the Raven Guard and overthrow those dastardly Imperial scum. Hiya. Yeah, but I was thinking about wrapping it up, so thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. Do your memberships have an no, Heresy. They're like fixed at whatever they're fixed at. Death Guard is coming sooner. I don't know. Cheers for the stream. It's been, yeah. Oh my god, I saw that. It was, yeah, man. Like, I've been calling the Norn Emissary or Norn Assimilator or Norn, whatever which one it is, Norn Queen Alexis forever. Because in a worship of you, Your Highness, you are royalty. So whenever it's on the channel, that's what I call it. And someone called it out in the comments saying, hey, does she know? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm saying yes anyway. And it's just... the Norn is the thing, is the brain in charge of the thing, and you've been around doing the YouTubes for as long as I have, and you are awesome, and everyone should worship you. Hiya, Queen. Exactly. So thanks for popping into the chat. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed that video on Sunday. That was a good one, because I hadn't played Tyranids for a while, and I was a little bit worried about the Raven Guard list. And so I thought I'd put down a strong but mid to strong Tyranid list. And I rolled over him. It was nice. And he came all the way from Germany. Or Japan, somewhere. He came from somewhere. But now he's gone. Buried. And I buried him in the garden, down at the end, where the cat does the poo-poos. The kitten does the poo-poos. 6 feet under, a little bit of lime. We'll never see him again. No, thank you. I hope the weather's lovely in Iceland. It is February, but I imagine it's a little bit cold. Anyway, we are wrapping things up, guys. Check out Norm Queen Alexis YouTube channel. Check out things. Check out the Penguin TV series. It's really good. Check out, stay away from kale or most green foods. Green foods are probably bad for you. Instead, mainly exist on chocolate and caffeine. That can keep you going for a while with a few vitamins. Try not to exercise too much because you might have a heart attack and die. And children as well. If you see any children in the street at any time running away screaming, saying the Antichrist, stay away from me, Damien, because children, let's face it, are the Antichrist. If they are not stopped, one day they will take over the world. So as far as I'm concerned, children, I mean, just run screaming from them. They are awful. They will talk. They will tell you all sorts of things like they know things. But they're children. They don't know anything. They're the dumbest version of themselves. So don't listen to them. Don't punch the children. Don't throw the children. Don't give them a grenade with a pin pulled out and push them into a bus or something. Don't do any of those things. Don't hand them a rod of radioactive material. Don't do these things for children. Just when you see one in the street, if you're walking around and you're Asda, your Tesco's, or your local supermarket, and there is a small child in front of you, just point, scream, go, ah, and run in the opposite direction and give it years and years and years of trauma. That is the best way to handle these things, okay? Cricket bats are not allowed. Just run screaming from them. Horrible, little, shitty things with their dribbling and their noises and their demands. Children. Look, one last thing, by the way. They talk about environmental damage and global stuff. We don't talk about politics on this channel, but I'm going to slap this one down for you right now. Your carbon footprint is huge. If you have a child, your carbon footprint is doubled. If you have 2 childs, your carbon footprint is trebled. Save the planet. Don't kill the children. Just don't have the children. Just don't. Let them die out. Treat them like Kroot. Treat them like Eldar. Treat them like orcs. And just let them fall into like the Eldar. They're going to die out of their own. That's what children need to do. They just need to die and shrivel up with their snotty scab needs. And they're talking about just, no, we don't want them. They definitely shouldn't be involved in Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Heresy or anything Warhammer in any way, shape or form. Warhammer is strictly for adults. It's not for children. Playing with toys and paints and rolling dice is an adult-only profession. No children allowed. And the moment Games Workshop decides and realizes that this is the kids, that they shouldn't... No children. No capes. Happy wargaming.